in South Dakota. DJ, Bill, it's great to see you gu's. Bill, I guess
Bill's just like a golden. Hey, Rob, Bill's just like a golden retriever. Same.
That's a good introduction there, Jeff. Appreciate that.
What's up, man? How are you? It's great to see you. Congrats. I know we've talked a few times since you got the job, but congrats. I'm glad with everything that you've been through and that you got screwed on, you and Will, that you got this opportunity. You deserve it, and can't wait to see what you do with it. This thing, I don't want to say it's been in place, when Will left, but I know Heath Schroyer, the AD there at McNeese, had his eye on you for a while. And Will, as I said in the open of this, said to me that you're the best assistant he's ever had in his coaching career. You take over this program, Bill, and man, like you're talking about what they've done the last 2 years under Will. 2 losses in league play, I think 58-11 overall in 2 years, 2 NCAA tournament berths. How do you keep this thing going? I mean, it's a great problem to have, right? To take over a program like this that has a culture already. But in this day and age, the hard part of this is that culture can go away quickly too because of the portal and all the lack of retention with so many programs.
Well, Jeff, I wasn't feeling any pressure till you spouted off all those numbers. I appreciate that. But no, to take over a program like this is a dream come true, and then to be able to take it over after a guy who's been a brother to me, we've been in the trenches together for a long time, makes it even more special. And I think the way that we keep the culture is with consistency. And it started with this guy right here and his counterpart, Javon Garcia, coming back for us. That was able to, along with Tijon Brown, just gave us an opportunity to keep the core together and be able to have that consistency moving forward, and really helped us in recruiting.
Yeah, DJ, I wanted to ask you about that. I'm sure the 6'4" guard that shoots it the way that you're able to shoot it. There were probably people reaching out. I'm sure that you had heard through the grapevine about opportunities, and you decided not to enter the portal, despite the fact that the program went through a coaching change. Just kind of take me through that decision-making process and why you were back here at McNeese.
Definitely talking with JG, that's like one of my close friends, and not knowing how the year thing would go, like why would I not want to end if it's my last year with one of my closest friends, and getting on the phone with Coach BA, if y'all know the type of person he is, like he's so authentic and real and genuine, and he has that fire still to win through all that, like being authentic and being a caring person. So that's something that I want to be a part of. So it definitely hurt a lot through the grapevine, but in the coaching world, you don't get too many authentic and nice people and people that want to win. So Coach BA was definitely the guy.
All right, DJ. Will Wade is no longer your coach. He can't hold playing time over you. So I'm going to ask you to do your best Will Wade impression right now in front of everybody. You need to do this. Come on, you need to come up big here.
Well, look, so like the Will Wade impression was kind of hard. Y'all know Will Wade. I feel like everybody know his language. I'm like I can say it on here the way how he be talking, but definitely heard a lot of Richards. If I draw up a play, you got to make it, Richards. Like, so I got that like a lot. Like he used to look at me and like look to the side and be like, So he definitely used to give me them little cold stares and stuff like that. But yeah, that's my guy though. He's really a good dude.
How long do you think it's going to take for us to get a Bill Armstrong impression out of you?
Right? Can we do one? Can we do a Bill Armstrong impression?
Yeah, I was definitely talking to my team about that. I was like, bro, I think I could do a Coach BA. Like, I think I could talk like Coach BA. Coach BA is like a different, like, he definitely puts that fire in us, but he's more like so this is what we're gonna do. Like, we're either gonna run. We're going to run for 30 minutes or we're going to get better for 30 minutes. It's going to be up to y'all. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? So he's definitely straight to the point. No extra, just get the job done.
You made him sound a little bit like a dork, though.
I probably make myself sound like a dork quite a bit. So that's probably.
But Bill, in all seriousness, all right. You were out of the not out of the business, out of the college business for 2 years. Spent 2 years at Link Academy. What did you learn going through that process, dealing with the NCAA investigation, and being forced to head back to high school, which is probably not something that you thought you were going to be doing at that point in time in your career?
Yeah, I mean, that was never the plan for sure, but it actually worked out well in the sense of I was able to get experience being a head coach. And it was very similar to the college level in the sense that I had to recruit, or we had to recruit all of our players, and all the guys went away from home. We had dorms, we had a cafeteria. So everything very similar to how you would run a college program, which gave me the experience I believe that I needed to be able to take the next step and reach my goal of being a Division I head coach.
All right, Bill, you hit the portal and you hit it hard, and I thought got some real talented guys. Garway Duval, I remember seeing at Providence a couple of years ago in preseason. I'm like, this dude has tools that you cannot teach. Hasn't quite put it together yet at Providence and Seton Hall. Larry Johnson, freshman that didn't get an opportunity to play at Creighton. There were some off-the-court issues there that it just didn't work out for him. Tyshawn Archie averaged almost double figures last year at Tulsa. Give me kind of a rundown on these guys and what you expect and how much they're going to contribute this year and in what roles.
Well, I got to give my staff the credit for going out and putting this team together. We hit the ground running, and they did an incredible job getting these guys here. When I talked to DJ and JG and Tijan, like I said, getting them back just showed a lot of confidence from them and our staff, and then we could use them in recruiting, saying, hey, we got 3 really good players coming back off of the back-to-back championship run. So, this is the place to be. And I think from there, we were able to build the team that we wanted to for how we want to play, things of that nature. But when talking to DJ and JG, they want to have an opportunity to get to the second weekend NCAA tournament and beyond. So when we started recruiting, that was our goal. And so we went out and targeted some guys that we felt like if we could get them all here, that we'd have an opportunity to do that. And I think we're very talented, 1 through 10. You mentioned 3 of them. We brought in, 7 or 8 more. And I think that we're going to try to play 10 guys and really get after you and wear teams down. And I think we have the talent to do that. As far as those 3 specifically, Tyshawn's come in here and done exactly what we knew he could do. He can really, really score the ball and run the team. Garway is playing really well for us. Now, Garway had to have a shoulder surgery in April. So he was out for 5 months, just got released September 22nd. So I was talking to him this morning even about, man, you've only been here or been able to practice for a month, keep your head up and keep rolling. And he will. And I expect by January, you're going to see that talent, Jeff, that you talked about. I think his ceiling is limitless. And then speaking of limitless ceilings, Larry Johnson, I don't think there's a ceiling that he couldn't touch. He's like, he jumps like he's jumping off a trampoline when he jumps off the floor. I don't know if I could jump that high off of a trampoline, but an incredible athlete. He's really now understanding how hard he has to play to be productive. He went for 14 and 11 in our scrimmage yesterday, or our exhibition game yesterday. The sky's the limit for him as well. And then, we got a lot of other really good players, from Jacob Cole coming from Oklahoma, and Carl Sherifon, who signed with Memphis out of high school and then New Mexico State, and Giannis Jonga, who came here with me from Baylor. And, the list goes on and on. I don't know if I'm leaving anybody out, but Jarrell Colbert, who, is still recovering from a minor surgery that he's just now 2 weeks. So Jarrell will be playing at his level that he played, at Kansas State, SMU here in January as well. So we're excited about these guys, and I think we have an opportunity to continue what's been going on here over the last couple of years.
Yeah, DJ, give me 1 or 2 guys that has kind of impressed you over the course of the summer and the fall as we get ready for the season to start.
Man, I'm kind of like, I do the same thing he did. I feel like I got to say everybody. Like, I definitely be sometimes, like, I get caught, like, and coach will yell at me in film, but, like, I'd be interested, too, sometimes seeing him do some of the things they be doing. I'd be like, he'd be like, stop ball watching. I'm like, bro, you just seen what he just did. So, but, but definitely Larry and Tyshawn both are, like, really, like, eye-opening. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? And Garway coming back, you see what everybody seen the first day he came, and he wasn't even like himself all the way. And I know that he's not himself all the way. It's like, okay, so we got something here. But I think since you already talked about him, and I feel like you didn't say his name, but Paytalk, we got a player from JUCO. He's like a 6'11", 6'10", but I feel he plays harder than almost anybody on the team, and it's like goes unnoticed. And I feel like he does a lot. He has like a great touch around the rim, and things like that is what you need in a tournament, especially size. I feel like that's been the thing that killed us the last 2 years, playing Gonzaga the first year and then playing Purdue the second game. It was like the size difference was a real thing, but I feel like that's one thing that we definitely have this year. So I feel definitely more comfortable about that situation. But I could talk all day about Larry, Tyshawn, and like the Jacobs of the world. So I can't really say too much about them. But like I touch on Carl too, though, because Carl Sheriffmon's one of the guys that like I definitely would hate going against him. I'm really happy he's on my team. So, but like he a little bit of everything. He does the things that people don't like to do, and he might have 0 points, but play the best game. So that's the thing that shows like the weight that Carl plays with, and the energy and stuff that he plays with. So yeah, I mean those two guys, and y'all know about the mask man.
Yeah, what is Javon? What's the thing that you've challenged him with, Bill? Because he's been incredible the last 2 years. Does everything that you guys, that they've needed over the last couple of years to win. What's the biggest thing that maybe even talking to Will, because I'm sure you guys had conversations about Javon and, what he can do to even up his game. Are we going to see anything different, or is it just going to be the same JG there?
Well, Jeff, you kind of answered the question. He just does whatever it takes to win. You don't really challenge him in the sense of, because his approach is so mature, and he's just going to come to practice every day and do everything that you need him to do within that day, whether it is scoring or playing defense or facilitating. He just goes out there and wins. That's all he knows. That's what he does. So, I think he's challenged himself to do that at an even higher level. I think that his expectations are to build on what we did last year after winning a game in the NCAA tournament. I think that's why he came back. But as far as me challenging him, the great thing is, and that's why he's won, and that's why we have an opportunity to continue the winning that him and DJ have done here, is because of his approach every day is just to go out there and do everything that he can for the team to win, and he leads by example. I mean, we've probably had 3 or 4 practices where he got banged up here and there and had to miss, and then those practices, just the energy's different. He's just a leader for us on the floor each and every day.
DJ,
right.
Go ahead, Goodman. Go ahead.
I just got one final kind of question for Bill before we let them go. I'm told that you're really having a hard time adjusting to these new Under Armour shoes. Is this accurate?
That is extremely accurate. I was attempting to do a loose ball drill. They just didn't know about it. Diving on the floor. That's nothing against the Under Armour shoes.
I saw the video. I decided it was in the best interest of you and your family and all your friends not to air the video. But the video is eerily.
Because I'm trying to convince people that at one time I was an athlete, and that would be it. I would never have an argument again after that video. But I'm glad you got a good laugh out of it.
I did. It was similar to, you remember the time that Tim Miles fell running into the tunnel years ago at Nebraska? It looked eerily similar to that, except just running off the practice court. And DJ loved it, right? DJ, you were laughing when you saw this.
Yeah. Oh, we got a good laugh out of it. I showed it in film the next day. It was certainly worth a good laugh. Every now and then we may break it back out, but I'm going to try to stay on my feet from here on out.
Listen, Bill, TJ, it's great to see you guys. Best of luck this season at McNeese.
Thanks for having us, guys.
Guys.
See y'all.
Appreciate it.